Hey, it's Terry Bontemps. Hey, if you want to learn how to make money and build wealth as a real estate investor, buying and selling houses, my one-on-one mentoring and coaching program is exactly what you need to take your business to the next level. In my mentoring program, I will be personally teaching you 11 ways to make a profit from one house. Again, that's 11 ways to make a profit from one house. As a real estate investor, you always need to know your profit, your total investment, and the ROI, the return on your investment, that you will be getting on every deal that you're involved with. You need to know what your profit will be after making your offer, adding closing costs, real estate commissions, and repairs based on the houses that are comparable and sold in the area that you're investing in. Bottom line, you need to know your profit. If you don't know your profit, then you don't know your real estate investing business. What is the exit strategy that you will have to use to make that profit? Anytime you make offers to buy houses, you will need to know your financial numbers, the formulas, and the deal analysis, which will tell you exactly how much you're going to be make buying, selling, and flipping houses. When I say the best way to make money, should you wholesale the deal? And if so, what's your fee for flipping the deal to a cash buyer? Will you flip? Will your flip fee be $5,000, $2,000, $10,000, or even more? Should you fix and flip the property and sell it to a first-time home buyer for full retail pricing so that you can generate a 30% return on your investment? If you rehab the property, you can make $25,000, $30,000, $35,000, even more on the property. Again, by running the numbers and putting them on paper, you will know what your profit will be before actually putting it under contract and buying the property. What about buying the property and becoming a landlord? To make a profit, maybe you should rent the property out to a tenant for cash flow. Well, what does the numbers look like? If you're looking for a 14% return on your money whenever you risk it on real estate investments as a landlord, well, what does your monthly payment need to be in order to earn that 14% ROI? What does your annual rent amount need to be? Again, at 14%, how long will it take you to get your investment back? Should you wholesale the property, maybe do a minimum amount of repairs for curb appeal, and then sell the property quickly at a discount, let's say in 30 days or less? This strategy is about not doing a major rehab, which takes more time and money to complete. If you decide to wholesale it, what's your profit? What's your profit if you wholesale the deal? Should you try and buy the note from the bank and let the homeowner stay in their home by doing a loan modification to generate a profit? If so, how much money will you make? If it's not this exit strategy, then there's 6 more ways you can make money from buying the note, which include the homeowner selling their house, refinancing their house, or them doing a short sale. You can offer the homeowner cash for keys or get the deed in lieu of foreclosure. If none of these strategies work, as a last resort, you may have to foreclose on the homeowner to get your profit out of the deal. How about finding a money partner to bring the funds to close the deal and we split the profits 50-50? You do all the work for finding the property to fixing it up and selling it. How much money will your money partner have to bring to escrow to buy the foreclosure and fund the deal? How much money will you make? How much money will your money partner make? What will your money partner's return on their investment be? This is language of money that you need to learn in order to be a financially successful real estate investor. If you want to make money, build wealth, get rich, and be a real estate millionaire, you have to know how to analyze and financially structure real estate deals that make you a lot of money. What would this deal look like if you gave your money partner 60% of the deal and you accepted 40%? 40% of something is better than nothing. How much money will your money partner make? What's the return on the investment? You'll like this. What if you give your money partner 70% and you take 30%? Financially, again, how much is your money partner's profit? What's your profit? What's your money partner's return on their investment? Hey, how about if you ask up front for $4,000 as your finder's fee, and then you split the profits 50%? After that, with your partner, it's all about negotiation. How much money does your money partner make? And what's their return on their investment? How much money will you make? You can also find a private lender who will fund the deal at 12 to 18% simple interest. How much money will it cost you to borrow the money that you need to fund your deal from a private lender? What will be your profit after paying the private lender their fees and interest? What if you find a hard money lender who fund the deal? The hard money lender will charge you 12% interest only, 5 points, and a 3-month prepayment penalty. The hard money lender will only loan you 65% of the after repaired value, though. How much money will the hard money lender let you borrow? How much will you be short financially to close the deal? How much will it cost you to borrow the capital from the hard money lender? How much profit will you make? Again, these are all questions that you have to answer when you're a real estate investor. How about if you decide to buy a bulk note and buy some REOs as a bulk? Okay. What about if there's 12 loans and REOs that the bank will sell at a discount if you can get a good price from them? Well, what would you offer the bank for the properties? Okay. If you decide to flip it, well, how much would the cash buyer's profit be if you've flipped all the properties to them? What's your flip fee for finding the deal? How much is your cash buyer's return on their investment? Okay. Let's say you decide to rent the property as a short-term rental, or Airbnb is popularly known. You find out that you can rent the property for $260 a night, 5 times a week. Well, how much is your investment if you buy the foreclosure property? How much rent can you collect in a week? Again, if you're renting out for Airbnb, how much rent can you collect a month? What's your annual income? What's your return on your investment? Well, how long will it take you for you to get your investment back? Okay, let's look at, maybe you might decide to convert the property into a residential assisted living home for seniors. Let's say this property is in California. You find out by your local zoning committee that you can have 6 residents on the property and you can get $4,000 a bed. Again, how much is your investment if you buy the property? How much rent can you collect a month? Okay, how much is your annual income and what's your return on your investment? How long will it take you to get your investment back? See, these are some of the things you're going to have to look at, again, if you want to be a great real estate investor. And by knowing all your options, you can maximize the amount of profits you make on your deal. Hey, it's Terry Bontemps again. One of the greatest ways to acquire wealth is by learning how to invest in real estate. More millionaires have been created in real estate than in any other industry. Earlier, I mentioned to you that I would be teaching you 11 ways to make a profit and possibly even retire from one house. This short film will be the most intensive, comprehensive, educational way for anyone to learn how to invest and acquire wealth that's ever been developed in the real estate industry. You can make $5,000, $25,000, $30,000, even more if you know how to run the numbers and put the numbers on paper so you'll know what your profit will be before you even put the property under contract and buy it. At the beginning of this video, I showed you the property before rehab. In its worst condition, it's ugly. It needs a lot of work. As I gave you different views of the property, I talked to you about the 11 ways to profit. Then I showed you the property after repairs. Wow, what a beautiful house. What a beautiful home this is. And this is what we do as investors. You have to be able to take the house in its worst condition, see it in its finished condition, and then be able to look at all the ways you can profit, and then pick the best exit strategy that produces the amount of money you want to make. As soon as you walk to the house, you should be able to look through it, see the repairs, and be able to see the profits before you put that property under contract. You want to see and know the amount of money you can make. You want to know the highest return you can get on your investment and the quickest way to return your capital. It's like having a crystal ball in your head so that you can see the before and after. Now, let's look at our profits and the checks the same way. The first profit check to be made on this deal is $5,000. You're going to wholesale this deal to a cash buyer. Let's look at the presentation that I'm going to give and how the deal is structured. As a wholesaler, you don't need money. You don't need credit. You don't need a job, but you do need a specific knowledge on how to make a profit buying and selling houses. Any house that you bring to a cash buyer needs to have a minimum profit margin of 20% before the cash buyer will give you your assignment fee. The cash buyer is looking to buy houses at 70% of the market value, and that includes any repairs that are needed on the property. This house has an after repaired value of $150,000. The repairs needed is $20,000. The owner's going through a nasty divorce. They don't like each other. Nothing but bad memories. She's going one way, he's going the exact opposite. They don't want the house. The owners are asking $89,000 for the property. As a wholesaler, you offered $80,000. The owners accepted your offer. As a wholesaler, you're looking to make $5,000 as your finder's fee to flip this deal to the cash buyer. The cash buyer will need $85,000 for you to assign the contract to them. The cash buyer will need a total investment of $120,000. That $120,000 includes $80,000 for the contract, $5,000 for your assignment fee, $20,000 for the repairs, and $15,000 for the closing costs, which is going to include the real estate agent's commission. That totals $120,000. Your profit on this deal will be $30,000. The after repaired value again is $150,000. If you subtract the total investment, which is $120,000, that's going to leave a profit of $30,000. It's going to take you 3 months to complete this project. Your ROI, the return on investment, is 25% on this deal. The cash buyer's profit, again, is going to be $30,000. Your profit, $5,000 for flipping this deal to the cash buyer. The second profit check to be made on this deal is $35,000. Woo! It's called rehabbing or fix and flip. You have the capital to do this deal. You're a cash buyer. The money could be in your bank account. You can borrow it from family or friends, or you have it in your 401k program. Let's look at the presentation that I'm going to give and how the deal is structured. This deal nets you a 23% profit margin. The minimum profit margin on any deal that you want to consider is 20%. As the cash buyer, you're looking to buy houses at 70% of the market value or lower. That includes any repairs that are needed on the property. This house again has an after repaired value of $150,000. The repairs needed is $20,000. Again, the owners are going through a nasty divorce. They don't like each other. Nothing but bad memories. Again, they're going their opposite directions. They don't even want the house. There's no emotional attachment to it. The owners are asking $89,000 for the house. As the cash buyer, you offered the owners $80,000. Even though they were asking $89,000, you offered $80,000 and the owners accepted your offer. As the cash buyer, you need a total investment of $115,000 to complete this deal. The $115,000 includes, again, $80,000 for your offer to the owner, $20,000 for the repairs, and $15,000 for closing costs. Again, this totals $115,000. Your profit, $35,000. Again, we're going to take the after repaired value, which is $150,000. You're going to subtract the total investment of $115,000, and again, that leaves you a profit of $35,000. It will take you 3 months to complete this project. Your ROI, return on investment, is 30% on this deal. As a cash buyer, your profit again is $35,000. This is how investors make their profits, just like the HGTV shows. The third profit check we made on this deal is by you being a landlord. Your monthly rent check is $1,341, which is equal to $16,100 annually. You have the capital to do this deal. You're a cash buyer. You like to buy and hold properties and rent them out as a landlord. Let's look at the presentation I'm going to give and how the deal is structured. Any house that you buy as a rental must generate a 14% return on your investment or better before you would consider even buying it. As a landlord, you're looking to buy rental properties, again, at 70% of the market value or lower, and that includes any repairs that are needed on the property. This house has an after repaired value of $150,000. The repairs needed is $20,000. Again, the owner's going through a nasty divorce, okay? You guys know the story. They don't like each other. Nothing but bad memories. It happens in life. People don't get along and they go to different ways. She's going one way, she's going south, he's going exact opposite, which is north. They don't want the house. They're not emotionally attached anymore. The owner's asking $89,000 for the property. As the landlord, you offered again the owners $80,000. They accepted. They're gone. As a landlord, you need a total investment of $115,000 to complete this deal. Your $115,000 investment includes $80,000 for the offer you made, $20,000 for the repairs, okay, and $15,000 for closing costs. This again totals $115,000. You find a great tenant that will pay you $1,341 a month, which is going to give you your 14% return on your investment. So what's really nice is this: after receiving 86 payments from the tenants, you recoup all your investment, which is the $115,000. Time to go out, do it again, rinse and repeat, build yourself a large portfolio of cash flowing properties. The fourth profit check we made on this deal is $40,000. It's called wholesaling. You have the capital to do this deal. You're a cash buyer. The money could be in the bank. You can borrow it from family and friends, or again, you have it in your 401k program. Let's look at the presentation I'm going to give and how the deal is structured. As a wholesaler, you're looking to buy houses at 70% of the market value or lower. And again, that includes any repairs that are needed on the property. This house has an after repaired value of $150,000. Again, the repairs is $20,000. Again, the owner's going through a nasty divorce, okay? You guys know the story. I'll say it again. They don't like each other. Nothing but bad memories. They don't want the house. There's no emotional attachment to it, okay? The owners are asking $89,000 for their house. As the cash buyer, you'll need a total investment of $105,000 to complete this deal. The $105,000 includes $80,000 for your offer that you gave the owner. Again, they were asking $89,000, you offered $80,000, they accepted because they wanted out quickly. The $20,000 for the repairs and $15,000 for the closing costs. The closing costs includes the 6% real estate agent's commission, plus you got to add in escrow fees, title fees, this fee and that fee. There's extra costs, okay? This again is going to total $105,000 for your total investment. This property is in pretty decent shape, so what you're going to do is you're going to spend $10,000 for cosmetic repairs and a little curb appeal instead of spending the whole $20,000 that you had set aside for the complete rehab. This will only take you 30 days complete because again, you're only putting $10,000 in instead of the full $20,000. You'll put the property on the market immediately for $145,000. You're selling it at lower than the after repaired value so you can sell it quickly. Your profit, $40,000. The after repaired value again is $150,000, but you will sell the property $145,000 and let the new buyer customize the house with the upgrades of their choice. If you subtract the total investment of $105,000 from the sales price of $145,000, that leaves you a profit of $40,000. Okay? Your ROI, the return on investment, is 38% on this deal. As the wholesaler, again, your profit is $40,000. This is how investors make their profits using what's called the wholesaling as the exit strategy. The fifth profit check to be made on this deal is called note buying. As you guys can tell, so far we got 5 different ways to make money on one single family house, okay? I got plenty of more. Okay, so again, we're talking about note buying. Note buying has an unlimited number of ways you can make money on this property. There are actually 7 different profit checks that can be made just from buying the note, okay? You can profit by modifying the homeowner's loan. The homeowner can refinance their home, or they can sell the property if they have equity. You can also offer the homeowner cash for keys or ask for the deed in lieu of foreclosure. If none of the above solutions work, then you may be forced to foreclose on the property to get your profit out of the deal. Buying notes is very complicated. It would take me a long time to explain to you guys how it works. If you want more details or you're interested in learning the note business, feel free to give me a call at 916-470-3869. I'm going to give it to you again. It's 916-470-3869. All right, profit check number 6 to be made on this deal, $35,000. But you're gonna have to split it 50-50 with your money partner. Your money partner will bring all the capital to the deal, including the repairs and closing costs to complete this transaction. You're responsible for finding the deal, rehabbing it, and putting the property on the market to be sold in 90 days. Let's look at the presentation that I'm gonna give you and how the deal is structured. Again, you're looking to buy houses at 70% of the market value. If you pay any more than that, you're jeopardizing your profit margin. So again, you're buying properties at 70% of the market value or lower, okay? And that includes any repairs that are needed on the property. This house has an after repaired value of $150,000. That means once it's been fixed up, it's worth $150,000. The repairs needed, $20,000. Again, owners are divorcing, nasty divorce. They don't like each other, nothing but bad memories, okay? It happens in life. Sometimes people can't get along. It's best they separate, but they don't want the house. They have no more emotional attachment to it because the relationship's bad. Again, the owners are asking $89,000 for the house. As the cash buyer, you'll need a total investment of $115,000 to complete this deal. Your $115,000 includes $80,000 for your offer, $20,000 for the repairs, and again, $15,000 for closing costs. This totals $115,000. That's what you're gonna need in your pocket, in your bank account, to come to the deal and close it all out. Your gross profit on this deal is $35,000, okay? The after repaired value is $150,000. If you subtract your total investment, which again is $115,000, that's gonna leave a gross profit of $35,000. Okay, remember you brought in a money partner and you're gonna split this deal 50-50. Your share of the $35,000, 50% is $17,500. Again, that's your 50% profit split. Your money's partner's profit is $17,500 also. Again, that's their 50% split. It's gonna take you 3 months to complete the project. Your money partner's ROI, the return on investment, is 15.2% on this deal. Your profit again is $17,500. Your partner's profit, $17,500. You can also split the profit 60-40, 70-30. Who gets what percentage is all dependent on who's the better negotiator. You could ask for the 60%, okay? You could also just gently or kindly accept 40%. Again, it's your deal, you're in control. Hopefully, you're the better negotiator, okay? It's a great deal for you because you didn't have to use your own money or credit for the deal. You can also ask for a $4,000 upfront fee and then split the profits 50-50. It's amazing what we can do with real estate once you understand the numbers. The possibilities are endless as to how you can structure your deals. The seventh profit check. Wow. 7 checks on one house. Simply amazing. That's why I love real estate. The seventh profit check to be made on this deal is $31,550. You will be borrowing the money to fund this deal from a private lender. The private lender is going to provide all the capital, including the repairs, the closing costs to do this deal. You're responsible for finding the deal, rehabbing it, and putting the property on the market to be sold in 90 days. Let's look at the presentation, okay? Again, we're going to show you how the deal is structured. You're looking to buy houses at 70% of the market value, okay? Again, that includes any repairs that may be needed on the property. Again, this property has an after repaired value of $150,000. The repairs are $20,000. Owner's going through a divorce. You guys know the story. It's nasty. They don't like each other, okay? It was hard for them to even live together. They lived in separate rooms. They don't want the house. Our job as real estate investors is to help them move on with life without worrying about the house. They're leaving regardless if we do the deal or anybody else. They're probably going to foreclosure because they're not making any more payments. Again, they're asking $89,000 for the property, for their house. As the cash buyer, again, we're offering the owners, you're offering the owner, $80,000, they accepted. Now, if they didn't want the deal, they could have tried to negotiate up, but they were in a hurry to get the heck out of town. As the investor, you need a total investment of $115,000 to complete the deal. Here's how the $115,000 worked as far as your total investment. $80,000 is what you offered the owner. Again, they accepted. $20,000 for the repairs and $15,000 for closing costs. This again totals $115,000. The amount you will pay back to the private lender is $3,450 for letting you borrow the $115,000 for 3 months. Okay? The private lender lets you borrow the money at 12% simple interest. Okay? That's how we got the $3,450 that you're paying back. The after repaired value is $150,000. If you subtract the private lender's fee of $3,450, again, that's what leaves you the profit of $31,550. Wow, profit check number 8. This is my favorite. It's kind of complicated. We're going to be dealing with hard money. The profit to be made on this deal is $24,275. You'll be borrowing the money to fund this deal again from a hard money lender. The hard money lender, listen to you guys, the hard money lender is going to provide all the capital, including the repairs and closing costs to do this deal. The hard money lender is going to charge you 12% interest only on the amount of money you borrow, okay? The amount of money you're going to borrow is $97,500, okay? The 12% interest equals $2,925. The hard money lender is going to charge you 5 points. Okay, that's going to be $4,875. And again, I'm basing the points on the $97,500 that you're going to borrow from the hard money lender. And I'm going to explain that as we go along. Pay close attention. The hard money lender wants to have their money out for 6 months. And if you pay it off early, they're going to charge you a prepayment penalty. You only need the money for 3 months, okay? We talked about earlier where we're gonna try to get this property sold in 90 days. Again, the hard money lender wants the money out, okay, for 6 months. You're only gonna need it for 3 months, so they're gonna charge you a 3-month prepayment penalty, okay? And you're gonna have to pay in order to get the money. That totals $2,925. The hard money lender is only gonna loan you 65% of the after repaired value, which is $97,500. Okay? Remember I used $97,500 earlier. Now I'm explaining to you why it's $97,500. The reason why is because the hard money lender is gonna secure their money. They're not gonna charge you, they're not gonna look at your credit, they're gonna not look at your job, any kind of history. They're gonna loan the money based upon the deal, the value of the deal. So they wanna be secured, so they're only gonna give you 65% of the after repaired value. You're gonna need $115,000 to close this deal. So you'll have to come to closing with the difference. So again, you need $115,000 to close the deal, but the hard money lender is only gonna loan you $97,500. You're gonna be short $17,500. That's going to come probably from credit cards, family or friends, maybe your savings account, but you're coming to the table with $17,500. You're responsible for finding a deal, rehabbing it, put the property on the market, again, to be sold in 90 days. Let's look at the presentation I'm going to give and how the deal is structured. Again, you're looking to buy this house at 70% of the market value or lower. Again, that includes any repairs that are needed on the property. This house has a after repaired value of $150,000. The repairs are $20,000. You guys know the story, divorce, okay? They don't want it. They simply don't want the house. I've been given at least 10 houses that people didn't want. If you're a new real estate investor, you're probably not gonna believe that people will walk away from something as valuable as a house, but they do. It's because they don't care anymore. They don't want it. Trust me. When you get your first house, call me and thank me, okay? The owners are asking $89,000 for the property. Again, you guys know what happens here, okay? The total investment, $115,000 to complete this deal. $115,000 includes the $80,000 for your offer, $20,000 for the repairs, and $15,000 for the closing costs. Again, that's $115,000, okay? The amount you're gonna pay back to the hard money lender is $10,725 for letting you borrow the $97,500. That leaves you a profit, $24,275. The ninth profit check is buying bulk REOs and notes. This house may be in a package of 12 REOs or 12 notes that the bank or the hedge fund is willing to sell. There's no way to put a specific profit amount or offer amount without knowing the RV and the repairs of the properties, okay? But always remember when you're out dealing in real estate and you're dealing with banks and hedge funds that you can buy properties one at a time or you can buy them in bulk, again, from banks and hedge funds. Profit check number 10, again, from one single house. Guys, this is simply amazing that you can make this many checks and this much money from one single house. I always called houses ATM machines. Now you guys can see why. It's your job to figure out how much profit you want to make and which exit strategy you want to use. The 10th profit check to be made on this deal is $5,200 a month of passive income. That's $62,400 annually. You're gonna rent the property out as a short-term rental. If you don't know, this is called Airbnb. You're a Airbnb cash buyer. The money could be in the bank, you can borrow from family or friends, you might have it in a 401k, or you may have it all cash. Okay? Let's look at the presentation I'm gonna give and how the deal is structured. Again, you guys probably already know this by now. You wanna buy houses at 70% of market value or lower, and that includes any repairs that are needed on the property. When you buy houses at full retail value, it's gonna be hard to make a profit, or you're gonna have to charge more for your Airbnb. But if your Airbnb is only gonna make a set amount of money per month, you gotta make sure you get that property at the lowest price as possible. That's why I recommend you buying at 70% of the after repaired value. Okay, again, on this property, the after repaired value is $150,000. The repairs need is $20,000. Ugly divorce. They're going their separate ways. The house would probably go into foreclosure, you guys, because they're gone. They've got the U-Haul in the driveway. They're headed out. They don't care. They're not waiting on another investor. Next thing that's gonna happen, the only way you're gonna be able to buy the property is at the foreclosure auction, which is gonna be a higher price, okay? Don't be concerned, or don't be worried about distressed homeowners that are having problems. I like working with homeowners with problems. Why? Because it gives me the opportunity to make a profit. Most people think, well, people that aren't involved in the business say you're taking advantage of anyone. How did I take advantage of them? How are you taking advantage of them? They're gone. Their problems were theirs before we got there. All I'm trying to do is solve the real estate problem. That's what I do good, okay? The owners are asking $89,000 for the house. Again, as the Airbnb cash buyer, you're offering the owners $80,000. They accept, okay? If they don't like the deal, they could have rejected the offer, asked for more money. Who knows? But they're gone. Your $115,000, you guys know, includes $80,000 for your offer, right? And $20,000 for the repairs. I can hear you. Come on, keep it going. And $15,000 for closing costs. That's exactly right. Again, this totals $115,000. So $115,000 is your total investment.
You'll rent the property out at $260 a night. Okay, again, this is Airbnb. You'll rent it for 5 nights out of the week. Total rent for 1 week, $1,300. Total rent for the month, $5,200. Your ROI, return on investment, is going to be 54%. And it's going to take you 22 months to get your investment back. This is how investors rent their properties out, Airbnb, to make big profits. Rent the property out as an Airbnb gets you your total investment back 4 times faster than renting the property to tenants as a landlord. Airbnb, you get your investment back in 22 months, you guys. Renting it out to tenants takes 86 months to get your investment back. Wow, the last one, 11 checks. Hey, no one is teaching you guys this. Has anybody ever taught you that you can make 11 checks from one single family house, okay? Again, 38 years of doing this. I love it. I learn something every day. And I just want to share with you guys what separates me from other coaches, mentors, real estate programs. Again, I work with you on a one-on-one basis. Let's get to it. Last check, the 11th check to be made on this deal is going to be $24,000 a month. Let me say it again. Woo! I just found out about this, you guys. I'm so excited about this one exit strategy, but I'm sharing it because I didn't find it out until I was in the business about 36 years. It's been real quiet. Let me do it again. Get a little excited. $24,000 a month. This 11th check will make you $24,000 a month legally on one house. That's $288,000 annually. You're going to rent this property out as an assisted living home for seniors. You got the capital to do the deal. You're a cash buyer. The money could be in the bank. You can borrow it from family and friends, or you have it maybe in your 401k. Let's look at the presentation that I'm going to give, how this deal is going to be structured. Again, just like anything else, an assisted living home, you're going to try to buy the house, okay, at 70% of the market value or lower. And again, that includes any repairs that will be needed on the property. Again, this house has an after repaired value of $150,000. The repairs needed is $20,000. The owners are going through a nasty divorce. They don't like each other. Nothing but bad memories. Again, she's going one way. He's going the exact opposite. They don't want the house. Owners are asking $89,000 for the property. As the assisted living home buyer, you offer the owners $80,000 and the owners accept. As the assisted living home buyer, you'll need a total investment of $115,000 to complete this deal. Your $115,000, here we go, includes the $80,000 for your offer, $20,000 for the repairs, and $15,000 for the closing costs. Again, this totals $115,000. So, $115,000 is the total investment you need to do this deal. Let's say this property's in California. In California, you can have 6 residents in your home. That means 6 seniors in your home, okay? And you can have 2 residents in a room. Or you can have what's called a shared room. Or you can have 1 resident in a room, and that's a private room, okay? So you can have 6 residents in your home total without getting a special use permit. Each resident, let's say they're gonna pay $4,000 a month, okay? That's for their care. So with 6 residents, that's gonna total $24,000 a month, again, and $288,000 annually, okay? Your ROI, your return on investment, 250%, you guys. Crazy. One house you can retire on. Okay, now you may not want to run this business. You may want to hire staff that are professionally qualified to run the business. But look at the return on investment if you start looking at senior assisted living housing as a way to make some income. It's no different than being a landlord. It's no different than doing Airbnb. Only thing is you're working with seniors or military veterans, okay? Again, so your ROI, your return on investment is 250%. It's gonna take you 5 months to get your investment back. This is how investors that own assisted living homes make their profits. Wow, 11 ways to make money, one house in real estate, okay? No one is teaching you this, you guys. Most people, what they teach is one thing, to be wholesalers or to actually rent properties out, be a landlord, or if they're fixing and flipping, just like the HGTV shows. But no one, I bet no one has showed you how to make a profit 11 ways. Most investors want to flip this deal for $5,000. There's nothing wrong with making $5,000, but you're leaving so much money on the table by not putting the numbers on paper for you to see the profits on all 11 exit strategies. Look at it this way. When you leave money on the table, you're leaving your kids, grandkids, college education money on the table. Instead of, just going for the peanuts, the little amount of money, why don't you maybe look at going to $24,000? Okay? $24,000 a month is going to do a lot for your retirement. It's going to do a lot for your budget, pay some of your bills. But again, I'm just here to encourage you. There's nothing wrong with $5,000, but I'm the guy that loves the $24,000, okay? Investors love to make money like they do on the HGTV shows. They buy it, they fix it, and they flip it to a first-time home buyer, okay? In this case, $35,000 was the amount of money that you'll make. But again, by not looking at all the exit strategies and the profits you can make, you're leaving money on the table. It's my hope that you guys look at your deals on a deeper level so that you get the most profit possible and the highest return on your investment. Hey, good luck and best wishes. I'm Terry Bontemps, wishing you success, health, wealth, happiness, and prosperity.